on Google, right? And then we'll show where we add these things and how it all works, etc. But most importantly, it's important for you and anybody else to actually understand what they are, how they work, and when to use them.
Yeah.
Right? So, first question is, what are ad extensions? Well, ad extensions are features that ultimately expand your ads, okay, to make them more informative, appealing. Obviously, we want to try and increase the ad click-through rates. So what I want to do is take you through a summary of the key ad extensions available in Google Ads. So first and foremost, and the most common, right, are what we call site link extensions, right? So here's an example of an ad, right, that sells specialist dog food. And underneath, as you can see here, are other links to internal pages of that website. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So when the ad shows for the, for the particular search term that somebody would have used, at the same time, what it's doing is it's saying, look, nutritious food for pups, click here. It will take you to the page where you can get you 25% off. Okay. If you're looking specifically for dry food or a particular brand, right? i.e. this one here, Royal Canine or Best of Pedigree, you can click on it and go to that internal page, right? Now, this is good. This works very well, let's say, for example, in e-commerce, right? But it may not work so well for something else, right? So when should you use this? Well, if you're, for example, we're talking about, let's just go back to what we did before, like with business loans, right? You're going to be taking people on you may have 4 or 5 pages, including the homepage of that website, that the first one, the homepage, for example, is specifically that you just do business loans. And it could be any type. It could be lines of credit, SBA, merchant cash advance, right?
Yeah.
Do we really want to have site links? Because if we've got a campaign running for, let's say, SBA loans, do we really want to show site links that says, hey, we do this, and this. We do merchant cash advance, lines of credit, whatever, right? Do we really want that? Okay. In theory, we just want to take them directly to the page without any interference, right? Or any distraction from site links.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we're just basically looking at business loans in general, then yes, maybe we would use site links. Someone's looking for a business loan. That's the generic term that we have in our ad account. And we want to bring them to the page or come to the ad, and the ad will say, hey, get fast business loans here. But in the site links, we say we do SBA, we do merchant cash advance, we do lines of credit. Okay. That might work that way. But in a campaign that's specifically about someone searching for an SBA loan, yeah, wouldn't be a good idea to use the site links.
Gotcha.
You okay with that?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. So next one is call extension. Now, to me, this is the most vital one, right? It will sort of show on desktop and it will show on mobile. Mobile's clearly the most important, and it's add a phone number or call button to your ads, making it easy for users to call your business directly from search, right? This is, to be honest with you, again, depending on the nature of your business, but this is, in my opinion, the most vital one, because this generates a direct call into your business. And if you're, and there's 2 ways to do it, in fact. You can run what are called call-only ads on Google, right? And that means that it doesn't show a link to go and click on a website or anything like that. It's simply an ad that the number comes up and you click it. However, personally, I prefer just to take people into a landing page that has the phone number on it and also run a call extension. I find they convert better, right? And even though people can't call logically off a desktop, if the number is there, they see it in front of them. And why would you do it? I'll tell you why. Because sometimes if the ad is good enough directly on desktop, they don't even click on the ad. They just call the number. Okay?
Yep.
So why is that good? Well, it saves you a click. And if two in 10 go that way, that saves you a lot of money every month.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the call extension. The third one is location extensions. Now, this is really only relevant if you're a brick and mortar business.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have a store, you can add the location of your business as an extension to your ad.
Yeah.
Logic prevails. Show your address, your phone number, everything. So people can look at it, or even just look at the address and they can go directly to that business. All right. Then we have what are called call-out extensions. Now, here we give an example ad. Here is what you call call-outs, right? Call-outs are what, basically things that's like unique selling points or sort of headlines or good things to highlight unique selling points and features of your business, right? In this case, they put no risk, cancel anytime, access streaming classes, world-renowned teachers. So you can add these as extensions to the actual ad itself, right? And these are actually worth doing because a lot of the time, things like call-outs will show pretty regularly in your ads, especially if you're in the top 2 or 3. And it's a great way to get, even though this is saying the most up-to-date library of classes for industry prep, begin your free trial, la, la, la. But at the end, you can add on these unique features that where you feel is unique to your business, all right? And then we have what are called structured snippets. Well, what these things are is you can display a list of specific aspects of your products or services, okay, such as brands, courses, services. So you can provide a sort of clearer snapshot of exactly what you offer, right? In this case, this is a tea business, and they're saying this is the types of tea that we have. We have green, black, herbal, oolong, white, matcha, whatever, right?
Yep.
Okay. And that will show in the ad itself. Message extensions, not used this much, to be honest. But, I can see for certain businesses the importance of it. Allows users to send you a text message directly from the ad. So it's facilitating an immediate communication. Obviously, this only shows on mobile, but this is sort of like the next level to a call.
Yeah.
Okay. Can work well, again, depending on the nature of the business, right? Personally, I like to stick to calls.
Yeah.
Right. But again, it's a good feature. Again, this again is really for sort of like e-commerce type business, rental type businesses, where you can actually add on within the ad price extensions. So you can actually show prices for your products or services directly in your ad. So it gives users a clearer idea of what to expect before they click through. All right. So if you're, if you're a rental business or an e-com business, you can show, your best offers or your cheapest rental prices directly in the ad. It forces people then, they think, well, that sounds like a good deal. Let's click and have a look. All right. And then App extensions really doesn't apply to us specifically, but those who are in the app business, you can include a link to download your app from the ad, targeting mobile users and encourage the app download. And again, it will appear just as a link in the ad to download now. All right. And this can even work well on a local level, although there's really not that many local businesses that actually have their own application. All right. And then we have what are called promotion extensions. Good for local businesses, good for e-commerce. You can highlight sales and promotions, offering users compelling reasons to click through to the special offers. In this case, as an example, Black Friday, which, as we all know, is very, very popular. And, you know, targeting specific days, whether it's obviously Thanksgiving, Christmas, the Black Fridays, January sales, President's Day, make it up as we go along ultimately, but it's a way of getting people through. Then we have what are called lead form extensions, all right? Where it allows advertisers to attach a lead form to their ads. All right, just like you've seen lead form generation on Facebook.
Yeah.
It can work on Google as well. All right, again, it's going to be specific to mobile. But again, depending on the nature of your business, will determine how well any specific extension will work. All right?
Yep.
So ultimately, the summary of all this is each of these extensions adds value to your standard search ad, because most people just build out an ad, headline. They're all responsive these days, but ultimately it's going to be a mix of headline, description, and then click here, basically.
Yeah.
So it makes things more attractive. It makes it stand out, and makes it more interactive. The important thing with extensions is to use them strategically and in order of their importance to your specific business, right? Guaranteed, if you do it right, you will get increased click-through rates and you will get increased response and leads and sales, etc. It's a nice little compact operation, depending which ones you use. So give you some idea, if we come out of here and we just come back to where we are here in ad groups, right? So this is one I just recently taken on. I haven't done anything with it yet. I'm just doing a bit of a cleanup because and I'm going to go further into this in a second. But where you actually, with any campaign, right, or ad group, where you're looking for the extensions is under ads and assets here. So you would click on assets, and straight away here you're going to see site links, right? Call outs, call extensions, lead forms, price, applications, right? So you want to sort of add a specific thing. So if we go on site links, for example, we click on site links, we have, for example, a few set up here. We'll edit, just put these in just recently just to get things started. But under site links, what you're going to be doing is naming the site link, all right? And then the final URL, wherever it's going to take it to. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. If we come out of here, come back to assets, same thing is going to be on callouts. We can add a callout extension here, and we add it to whatever campaign or ad group that we want to add it to. And here we can sort of like put out the callouts, right? So we want to put in, okay. So if you type it in, you're going to see the call out starting to come out into the headline, right?
Yeah.
We'll put in here. Okay. As you can see, now we're putting in these unique selling points, or we're just, bigging ourselves up no matter what it may be that will show in the ad. Okay. If we cancel out of that, then we can look at structured snippets. Right, again, come in here. We can assign it to at campaign level or ad group level, right? And now we can create the values. Again, by just typing in here, adding, we don't need to link it to anything. It's just simply text.
Yep.
But it will give us extra real estate within the ad to get our value proposition across. All right. So again, we can put in here. Okay, that's gone a bit high. We've only got 25 characters to work with. But as you can see,
Yep.
again, we can get more stuff into here, right? At this level. And this is the most important one, is to put your call extension in. Okay, there's one in already here. So if we just come back into edit, this is what you'll see, right? You want to put in the United States or wherever you are, the phone number, and also just leave in the conversion action, the call from ads, because it'll be able to track the fact, because here's what happens on here. It will be able to track every time somebody calls this number. All right.
Yep.
Google will probably show their own number, but it will re-forward to this one, and we can leave the conversion action. We can do it one of three ways. I would just leave it, to be honest with you, as calls from ads. Right. So we'll know every time somebody comes on and clicks on this on their phone to see how many times people do it. And you'll be amazed how many people do.
Yeah.
Okay. So all these, as I said, are found in ads and assets. Okay. Come into ad groups, take it from here, add it to the specific, put it at campaign level. You can put it at ad group level. It's totally your choice. But we have a complete array of what we can actually put in here. All right, based on what we've just gone through.
Could you show me the lead form entry?
Yeah, the lead form is here. We want to assign the lead form. Okay. We can put it to account level, probably put it at campaign level. Choose the actual campaign.
Yeah.
Right. And then all we're really doing in here is creating your headline, whatever it may be, adding the name of your business, a short description, and then really the questions that they need to fill in. Okay. I just keep it short and simple. Just have name, phone number. Okay. And because there is extensive, and like with any form, the longer it is, the less chance you're going to get it. Right. And then you will need to actually put in a privacy policy URL. You can create one of those somewheres. There are free privacy places you can set it up, put the link in there, the language. You can add an image, okay, to it as well, which would probably be your business image, right? And then once they submit, this is really what they're going to get, right? Which will be, you can change all this. Thank you. We'll contact you soon. Here as well in the call example, you can just put in visit site, which I would suggest you do. And then you can put in the URL directly to take them after they've submitted the form.
Yeah.
All right. Again, you can change, the actual learn more. There are different ones you can put in here. Get a quote, for example. All right. And then as we get down here, we just have the lead form type. And then we can set up the export. Okay, you can contact, because when they submit this, it needs to connect to something, right? So personally, what I would do is probably connect it to a Google Sheet. So you got options. You can connect it via Zapier directly to a sheet. MailChimp, Salesforce, right? So we need to basically connect it, right? There are other potential ones here. You can create the webhooks. We can do another call on this and just go through it piece by piece. But in essence, it's very simple. Okay, very simple.
Right.
And no different to really what you see when you're creating Facebook lead ads. But you know as well, like for example, on Facebook, you have to connect it to something. You can't just set up a lead ad on Facebook. It's got to go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So, and just like this, you can connect it up again via Zapier or, into Google Sheets. I'm sure when you were running leads before, you were bringing them into Sheets.